Alright guys, how you guys doing today? We are playing Icarus on this episode. We just started off, yet last time we were playing we left off in here. As you see, we just build the house up and everything. So now we need to go make first and foremost, how are you guys doing today? Thank you for stopping up, spending some time with us. This is a new series that we are doing. We are on episode 2. Right now, what we have to do is collect some stone because I need to make a campfire so we can make our guys some food. If you take a look on the bottom left, guess what's happening? Stats are my guy's starting to get hungry. So with that being said, let's go craft a campfire. Icarus just did release this week on console. It came out actually on the 26th of March. Go ahead and put that in there. Let's get that. We're going to put that in there and start cooking some of this meat. So our guy can actually get some food in his system. So while that's doing that, we are going to go and collect more stuff and continue to level up. Our goal is we want to craft a crafting table. Let's go ahead and collect some resources. We are going to want to put one of the things on top of that to craft that. We are going to want to get a level up because we're going to need to unlock a bed. So the goal is to unlock a bed, a drying rack, and the next thing we're going to need is a water purifier. We need to purify our water. We're going to continue to go down here, playing this step by step. Where is the water purifier? Is that we just don't unlock it until we hit level 10. No, we have those, so it has to be over here. There it is. We already have it unlocked. So to make a water purifier, we are going to need charcoal. How do we create charcoal? We create charcoal by burning the wood in while we're cooking. So we're going to go ahead and move forward and collect some much needed stone. Those of you guys that have played Icarus before, let us know what you guys, what planet do you play on? And definitely let us know, what are your thoughts on the game? Is it a game that you recommend to people? I have a little bit of time playing, but I have more time playing it on... I have more time playing it on my PC than I do on console, obviously because it just released. Alright, let's get this going. Alright, we got some food cooking. Let's go ahead and consume that. Get some food in our guy. We do have some charcoal, so we should be able to make a water purifier. So let's go ahead and get that done. Let's get that crafted up. And we're going to make one to collect it so when it rains. That's going to help us out too. We are going to need to put that in water. So what we're going to do, so we don't get cold, we're going to put it right there. Interact with that. Access. Put that so it can start doing its job, collecting some stuff for us. And as it rains, we are going to put this one down. Alright, there we go. We got that one down. So the next step we're going to need to do is get the crafting bench up and going. Alright, so the crafting bench we have to level 10. So as we continue to level up, we are gonna get that going, but in the meantime, let's do some hunting. We are gonna need some resources. We're gonna need to make a bed. There we go. Alright, let's get some of this stuff going. Alright. Alright. So the next step we're gonna do is, what do we need to make a bed? We need to unlock the bed. That's a honeycomb bar. Honeycomb bars are good. They actually give you, if you take a look, 50% consume, when consumed, 50% food, 20% water. So that is going to help you. Top of that will consume 1 stomach space, 75% stamina, plus 75 stamina, 10% consumption by tool actions, and plus 50% food. So as we find bees, we're going to collect the honey from it. Eventually you can unlock where you do produce it yourself. But right now it's all about us just collecting resources and food. And collect some wood too. Ooh, watch out. Don't let those trees fall on you because you do get a concussion. Going there. Collect more wood. As you take a look, we are starting to run out of inventory space. So we only have 44 more slots left. You get 40. What am I thinking? Let's recoup our stamina. Hopefully by then we have some. By the time we get this done, we'll have some water at the base. Oh, what do we have here? Silica deposit. Okay. I'll turn on a little bit of light here so you guys can see. I usually like playing it in the dark, but that's just me personally. Doesn't bother me. Alright, there we go. We got some water. Now we need oxygen. We need some oxide. So we need to go find oxide deposit. It's one thing you always want to make sure. Later on, it'll be easier as you continue to play the game with the oxide. Due to you get to make containers that hold it, it gives you a little bit more ability to hold on to it. So let's get that all taken care of. Let's get some oxide so we get some oxygen. As you take a look, the suit has no oxygen and I'm taking damage. Next step. Get some of this food cooking for us. Do have a horse here at the base. These guys can be a pain in the butt if you're not careful. Because they can hit like Mack trucks. There we go. We took it down, so let's go ahead and collect the meat and the fur, which we're going to need to continue to develop our stuff. And bone, we're going to keep on collecting it because we'll need it to make our armor, just to help our character become a little bit stronger. How much more? We got a little bit more to the next level up. So, see what I can do. Alright, let's keep on collecting. Actually, no, let's go back to the base. Bonehead said this is what I wanted to do. Sticks went through and burned through, so let's get that. We don't need food. We are going to need some more oxide. And in the meantime, let's repair some of these tools. Nice part is if you have the stuff for it, you can repair it while it's on your character. And then it is nighttime in the game. You can, once we get a bed, we can lay down, and we will continue to, every time it gets dark, we're just going to play during the day just to make it easier for you guys to see. I don't mind it. I keep on playing through the night. I know this great part is in this game, I can unlock a fishing rod and go fishing. Keep that on backflow due to the fact is I wasn't paying attention to my suit while I was doing stuff. So the oxide, what it does is replenishes your oxygen in your suit. If you take a look, because we were so low, we burned through so much of it so fast. So let's keep on collecting some. Now I have been playing this with my buddies, with a different character. I have them up to almost level 20, I believe. And I have done a couple missions and everything like that, but we're noticing an ongoing issue. One of the issues I'm noticing, if you're playing with one of your friends and they're the host, let's say they mine that, even though it shows up on your screen and you're hitting it and it's not taking it off, definitely keep it in mind because it means it's not there even though you see it, but on their screen, they already done mined it. It is an ongoing issue that I have been noticing when I play with my buddies. So while you guys are playing, keep an eye on that. I don't want you guys to sit down and get mad because the game is being weird. They are, I know, in the process of trying to release private servers. They haven't gotten to that point yet. There we go. We actually got, let's see here. We actually got the ability to build our chest piece. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Give ourselves a little bit more survivability. But we just leveled up. So in this level up, what we're going to do is we're going to lock the bed, the drying rack, and the oxide. So now we got oxygen being produced at the base. For our points, when I was playing it with my buddies, I'm noticing that I'm having an issue with my stamina, but I also want to be able to carry some. So I have 2 points, so I'm going to put one here. Put one right there. Okay, and we do have a solo one, because it does give you the ability to have more stamina and everything on solo, and you can move faster. So we're going to use a point on stamina. Alright, now that we have the oxide, can we craft them? We can craft ourselves. What do I need for the bed? I believe I'm going to need more fur. So what I want to do is make the bed first. So let's go around and hunt some more. How many arrows do I have? Do we have for that? Let's make a couple more arrows. Sorry for my dog in the back. He's being fussy. The girls are upstairs and he hasn't seen them in a while and he has a tendency to do that. We're going to continue. We've already unlocked everything. So now we just have to get the materials for it. Best way to do it is go hunting. Boom, we got a deer. And of course, since it's nighttime and I have my light on, there is a perk later on where it doesn't make you as susceptible to where they see you. So that's something definitely that we're going to unlock eventually. But for this instance, I need to find more fur. Because that is what's going to help us. So if you take a look, the suit's filling up automatically. All you need to do, top it off. And you can unlock stuff where you don't burn through so much of it as you play along with your food and everything else. When you do get it with console, you guys, as I said in the previous episode, we do get it with the Frontiers DLC. Styx is not out yet. They do have a lot of animal packs, which is stuff that I'm interested in possibly getting. I need to find either a horse or some wolves. We have a cornfield close to the base, which is nice. Boom, we have rain coming in. So we need to make our way back to the base. Wait for the rain to come up. Doesn't look like it's that heavy at the moment, so we're going to stay out here for a little bit. Let me turn off this light. See if that helps me with anything. That's just a plant. I thought for a second there that was animal. We do have some yeast growing, so eventually we have some wheat growing, not yeast. That stuff's going to be very important. We are going to make a couple other things just to make it easier for us. In this series, compared to all my other series that I've done, I will be doing some stuff off recording. That way you guys aren't sitting here thinking, well, you know, this is getting kind of boring watching you just run around and collect stuff. It's normal in a survival game. I get it. I feel the same way too. And I could sit down and edit everything, but I want you guys to see what I do. What I do in the game when I'm playing, and so we can all have a good time and sit down and chat. If you are liking the series, definitely drop a like. Leave a comment down below. Let me know if you're playing it, how you're enjoying it. Are you playing it on console? Are you playing it on PC? On top of that, you know, those of you that are new to the channel, thank you for stopping up, spending a little bit of time with us. If you guys are enjoying what you're seeing, just leave down a subscribe and a like and a comment, and turn on your notifications. That way, anytime I post something, you guys are up to date on it, or when I go live. Right, so far with the amount it's coming down, it's not as bad. Still gotta get used to this stuff. This is the fun part. Until you unlock the stuff in the game, looks like my guy just got stuck. Alright, the nice part is we have an unstock feature. Unstock. That is really, really nice, because one, you don't have to worry about possibly losing your stuff when you do get stuck. So it looks like we haven't had any luck right now. The nice part is, since it's raining, this is starting to fill up. But for that to fill up, we need to put fuel in it. And how do we put fuel in it? We are going to do that. Put that on there. There we go. Now it's producing water from us from the rain. As we continue to go, let's take a look. Your house does take damage, so you need to be careful. The reason why I don't have the fire inside the house has a very funny story. I have a buddy of mine that in his playthrough when we were playing, he burned down his house because he stepped into the fire. So it's very important that if you do put a fire in your house, don't step in the fire because you will get burned. Eventually we will have to lock a couple crates so we can get rid of some stuff. So definitely keep that in mind as you're playing. That's the bad part of the rain stuff. So now I need to go hunt. It is 4 o'clock in the morning game time. I'm trying to find something that I can actually hunt and kill. There's a large deer right there. Got him. Now as he's running, no, he ran this way. It's another reason why I like playing in the dark. See right there, we're getting rain exposure, so we're gonna have to go right back to base and get this done. Everything, elements will hurt you. If you get it too high, you will get in trouble. Best thing to do when you guys are out exploring is going to be either learn where you're at, find caves, keep an eye on the 3-day weather forecast. And you can't change the ammo type. I only have one type of ammo. And you can reload your gun if you have, when you get to the point that you get a weapon that you can reload. So. What I'm going to do is I'm going to kill something. And I'm going to hunt something. And hopefully I can attract some wolves or something. So that way I can get the last little bit to make the bed. I don't want to make anything else until I make the bed. Because if not, if I die, guess what's going to happen? You're going to drop down on a new drop pod. Then we got to go back and get the elements and everything. There we go. What's that? That's a rabbit. How can I get it? These guys are always running everywhere. A little bit harder to... You know what? I'm tired of playing with y'all. Come on, Mr. Rabbit. Got him. Now we gotta go over there. Hopefully this should give us enough of what we need to get that all taken care of. Nope, still not enough. Harvest this guy up. There you go, it's starting to be daytime now. How many more pieces do we need? 5 more. I do hear a wolf somewhere. Where are you at? He's right over there across the pond. What I want to do is kill. He fell into my trap. Take a look, it's a level 28. Got him. So with that, let's go in the water. So you can't swim in the water in this game. When you swim in the water in the game, it just uses up your oxygen from your suit. You don't have to keep on going up or down. Oh, and I forgot to tell you guys, there is piranhas in the game. So they will go after you. Take a look, we got another wolf right here. What we're gonna do is... Gotta keep them at bay. It's difficult because... You know what? Oh, come on, wolf. It's either me or you. And I ran out of stamina. Yep. Wolf is going to kill me. Oh, I survived it. There's his body. So what we're going to do, harvest him up. And my health is low. So if you take a look, we're going to try to pull this guy if I can. Oop, I died. Told you those horses are brutal. Everything in this game is trying to kill you. So we're going to drop down and come back and collect our stuff. That's why it's crucial that we're trying to build a bed so we don't have to keep on going through this part. Of course, my dog is being kind of fussy in the background, so I apologize for that, guys. Everybody watching. But let me know, how many times have you died starting your own playthrough? I've kind of lost track of how many times we died. So if you take a look and you're playing the game brand new, how do you find where your body was at? Right there. How do you find it on the mini-map? See that marker right there? And that's where we're going to go. We need to go get our stuff and keep on going. Luckily, it's daytime now, so we shouldn't have to worry too much. But that's where you're having an issue. If you're going to be a melee build in this game, make sure your stamina's on point and you're not burning through it so much. Have your food buffs and everything. See, there's our stuff. Alright. That being said, let's repair. We need stone to repair it. So, let's collect some stone real quick. Because for up close combat, stone is definitely, the knife is nice. It does help you out. That should be enough for right now. Yep. I'm not trying to get our character get over encumbered. How many pieces do we have? We need 2 more. 2 or 1 more? It's kind of hard to tell by looking at it. So this will be safe. We're going to kill 1 more thing, make our bed, and get ourselves going. I've lost track of how many times. Me and my buddy yesterday, I wish I had a recording of it. We were doing this one mission, and no lie, we died so many times that we were just dying laughing. Next thing we knew, it what should have taken maybe half an hour, it took us roughly about hour and a half, 2 hours to complete. But then again, our characters were underleveled, and we have a tendency that we like to push when we play video games. Those of you that like to play, do you guys like to push the envelope? Does it bother you to die? Me? I personally don't care. I like to have a good time. For me, if a game is too easy where I'm OP from the start, I get bored. One of the things I love about the survival genre is you can dictate your playstyle and play your playstyle. There's games out there, I've played so many of them, that for me, I like a challenge. If I don't die a whole lot, doesn't give me a challenge. It just doesn't. What do you guys think? How do you guys feel about that? Do you guys' playstyle kind of match the same way? We got something coming. And alright, we got wolves. I hear them, but I don't see them. I think killing that last wolf should give us what we need to make the bed. Of course, me running all over the place doesn't help with my stamina when I'm trying to fight stuff. There is a lot of goofy trophies that you can get from playing the game. And I'll let you guys take a look at it when you guys pick it up. Because it is definitely a fun... Where's the code Need one more piece. The other day we were playing. Oh, there's a horse. Perfect. Because I know he's going to want to fight me too. Come on. Come on. There we go. Got it. With this being said, this should push us to where we need to be to make that bed. And I know it's a lot of boarding, running around, but again, it's your typical survival game. What can you do? And we should have enough to make a bed now. Yep, we have enough to make a bed. So let's get that bed crafted. Have another horse there. Oop. We're gonna skin him up as well. All right. Should be good. Let's go ahead and place the bed down. Close the door just in case we get an unwelcome surprise. Alright, with that being said, where's the bed? It's right here. So, we're going to deploy it. And then we're going to press and hold to set a spawn point. So now, every time I die, I get spawned in right there. We have enough to make that. Let's go ahead and craft that. The oxygen. And we have enough to do drying rack. Alright, let's let that craft it up. There we go. So what we're going to do, we're going to put the oxide down. Let's get him out of the house. How about that? So he doesn't destroy the house. Whoop! Died again. So that's a case of I tried to be sneaky and it didn't work out for me and I died again. Luckily we died right next to the base. So I'm not too worried about it. But he is out there, so what we're going to do is we're going to collect our stuff. I'm going to use this rock to kill. And there's another one. Remember what I told you? You got to go through and chop these things up, because if not, they will continue to come. Or predators. So let's go ahead and chop this up. Alright. There we go. We got a, looks like we got another level up. Actually works out perfect. You can see in the house. Yeah, see right there. So we got to repair that. It's part of the fighting with the wolf. Alright. Now that we have that done, we unlock some more stuff. So we're going to get the sickle. It's definitely going to help us out. With that, we just unlocked that. Let's get a crate. That way we don't have to be walking around with all kinds of stuff. Bone armor. Let's go ahead and get the legs for it. Give us a little bit of armor. Take a look just in case. There we go. We'll get that wood burner so when we get to a point, And let's go ahead and place this down. Deploy. Now this is going to help us. Another method of cooking for food. I actually like doing this versus get there. Let's get our armor piece. Alright, let's craft one of those. This bone sickle. Now we can see the animal's health bars. Gives us a little bit more of a heads up. That way we know what's going on. And since we crafted a storage container, we'll get that done. Put that on there. Put that there. That way we ain't got to be walking around with all this stuff. Actually, we're going to keep the bone because we'll need that. Take that real quick. Then we fill up this. That way it continues to produce oxide for us if we're in a pinch. Put that back on that character. We got... Everything looks good. At this point, we do have 20 arrows, but eventually we'll get to that point. Leather. Leather early on is what you're going to have trouble with maintaining. So definitely keep that in mind. Alright. Alright guys, with that being said, thanks for stopping up. Obviously you see all the mishap that we got into. Definitely if you guys are enjoying it, definitely leave a like. Leave a comment down below. Let me know how you guys are enjoying the series and enjoying Icarus on console. Those of you that are playing on console. Besides that, those that are new, thank you for spending some time with me today. Just leave a like and a subscribe. And turn on your notifications. That way it lets you know when I have a new video up or I go live. Alright guys, you guys take care. Have a good night.